CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go and by Carroll Links. Game On is brought to you by Aquino Financial Services.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. The fall season is almost in the books, but Carroll County still has teams vying for state championships. We've got you covered, so let's get started. It's Game On. We begin with football and a look at last Friday's results from the first round of the regional playoffs. Winters Mill couldn't keep up with Williamsport. Liberty toppled South Carroll. Francis Scott Key shut out Century, and Westminster posted a road win at Rockville. CMSportsNet covered 3 of those playoff games last week, so let's see some highlights from each of them. We'll start with FSK Century, then head to South Carroll Liberty, and finally go to Westminster Rockville. Enjoy the highlights. Century and Francis Scott Key faced off for the second time this season when the Knights hosted the Eagles on November the 8th, this time for the right to advance in the Class 2A 1A West playoffs. FSK scores on its opening drive after Century tries for an onside kick and fails to get the ball to start the game. It's George Taku with a 4-yard touchdown, and the Eagles are on the board. Century's first possession gets the Knights inside the key 5-yard line, but the Eagles come up with a huge goal line stand and keep the home team out of the end zone. JT Ferguson is stopped by Chase Raplogle and company from Francis Scott Key. And the Eagles put together a 98-yard drive that ends with Jermaine Dawson's 11-yard touchdown run. FSK on top 13-0 after a missed PAT. The Eagles create a turnover on the ensuing kickoff. Damian Blizzard forces the fumble, and Jack Leonardo recovers it. Key back in business. That gives the Eagles a short field, and they capitalize. Colton Feaster with a 2-yard touchdown run, and it's 20-0 at halftime. Century moving the ball here in the third quarter, but Ferguson can't get the handoff, and it's another fumble. Francis Scott Key recovers, and it's a takeaway for the Eagles. The Knights face a 4th down play later in the quarter, and Jake Dexter puts the ball in the air, but Feaster comes down with the interception. He takes it to the end zone, but the pick 6 gets called back on a penalty. That doesn't keep FSK down for long. Dawson on a Wildcat snap, and he goes the distance for a 53-yard score. The point after makes it 27-0 for the Eagles. FSK is in control. Here's Mitchell Smith with a short touchdown run, and the visiting team is putting it on Century tonight. The Eagles defense shines one more time. Bryson Lookingbill snags this tip pass for another INT. Final score is FSK 34, Century 0. The Eagles clinch a winning season as they advance to face Middletown in the second round of the regional playoffs. Liberty welcomed South Carroll back to the Lions Den in Eldersburg on Friday, November 8th in a Class 2A 1A West playoff game, and a rematch of their Week 7 game won in overtime by the Cavaliers. Liberty on the board first midway through the first quarter. Kevin Poole runs off the left side and scores from 5 yards out, and the PAT makes it 7-0. South Carroll has Liberty behind the sticks until Chase Miller goes deep to Tristan West, and the senior hauls in the pass for a 52-yard touchdown. The Cavaliers get right back into the game on this play. Landon Hamper picks up a fumble and races the other way for a 38-yard defensive score. South Carroll makes it a 1-score game. The Lions have quite the answer. Miller finds Riley Wickline all alone down the far sideline, and it goes for a 65-yard touchdown, and Liberty leads 20-7. one more score for the home team as the fourth quarter ticks away. Tyson Puckett gets the handoff, and the sophomore heads to the left side for a 22-yard touchdown run. South Carroll trying to get back on the board on fourth down late in the game, but Braden Mazalewski's pass to Jake Miller falls short of the line to gain, and it's a turnover on downs. Final score, Liberty 27, South Carroll 7. The Lions avenge that overtime loss to the Cavaliers from last month, and they advance to the second round of the regional playoffs. Westminster hit the road on Friday, November 8th to take on Rockville in a Class 3A West Region first-round football playoff game. The Owls force a turnover on the Rams' opening possession and give the offense great field position. Give Landon Brightful the fumble recovery. A few plays later, it's Case and Doan from 1 yard out. Owls up on the Rams early in this playoff matchup. Rockville goes 3 and out, and Westminster is back at it. Jack Hitchcock rumbles into the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown. Owls 14, Rams nothing in the first quarter. But Rockville draws even on this play. Nicky Holloway to Josiah Garcia for a 54-yard strike. The Owls respond, and Rory O'Connor throws to Canton Rudders for a 24-yard touchdown. Westminster takes a 21-14 lead into halftime. The Owls have the ball to start the third quarter, and they score thanks to Case and Doan's second TD of the game. Westminster up 28-14. But the Rams have a big moment on the ensuing kickoff. Ramier Nelson fields the ball at the 19, and he's got plans for a house call. Nelson breaks off an 81-yard touchdown, and the Rams fans are fired up. Again, Westminster's offense responds. O'Connor finds Braden Troop on a crossing pass, and the junior races in for a 24-yard touchdown. Owls lead 35-21 midway through the third quarter. The Owls hold Rockville on defense, and the offense is back at work. A nice drive is capped here by a 1-yard touchdown run from Hitchcock, and Westminster is ready to notch that road playoff win. Trevor Wallace adds a field goal, and the Owls move on. Final score is Westminster 45, Rockville 29. It's Westminster at Linganore in round 2 of the playoffs set for Friday, November 15th. Let's take a look at the updated regional playoff brackets that include county teams. In 2A-1A West, it's Liberty heading to Williamsport and Francis Scott Key visiting Middletown in the second round. And in Class 3A West, Sherwood got past Man Valley in a big way, while Westminster tries to hand Linganore its first loss of the season. Oakdale heads to Sherwood in the other regional second round matchup. All right, time to take a look at our next Game of the Week broadcast, a modified broadcast. It's week 2 of the postseason. We're putting together a football playoff highlight show this Friday at night at 10 p.m. I'll be posting up on our CMSportsNet studio, and we'll have 3 games to recap for you as Westminster takes on Linganore, Francis Scott Key takes on Middletown, and Liberty faces Williamsport. Find out if any of the remaining county teams can punch their ticket to the state quarterfinals. Let's check out some of the team stats from each of these matchups, starting with FSK and Middletown. The Eagles have assured themselves a winning season, but they'll have a tough customer at these nights. Middletown is averaging better than 33 points per game, and they had a bye in the first round. Now the team stats for Liberty and Williamsport. These two played a thrilling playoff game 2 seasons ago. The Wildcats won that one 45-43. The Lions have given up just 27 points total over their last 5 victories. And now the team stats for Westminster and Linganore. The Mighty Lancers are scoring 45.8 points per game, so the challenge likely rests on an Owls defense allowing just 14.4 points per game so far. Players to watch now from our playoff teams, and we'll start with Francis Scott Key. George Taku, one of the few weapons in the Eagles' run-heavy offense. Colton Feaster has 6 touchdowns on offense as well as 35 tackles on defense and 4 interceptions. That's tied for the most in Carroll County. Players to watch now for Liberty, and it's the county's leading passer and quarterback Chase Miller. The Lions have standouts on defense too, led by linebacker Kevin Kern and his 78 tackles. And players to watch for Westminster. We've seen huge games from Jack Hitchcock throughout the season, and check out sophomore Isaiah Taylor with 20 tackles for loss and 9 sacks. So we've got FSK at Middletown, Liberty at Williamsport and Westminster at Linganore in second round playoff action. We'll be bringing you a playoff highlight show this Friday at 10 p.m. Looking forward to a fun night of football. All right, time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll shift over to soccer and check in with the state tournament for boys and girls to see which county teams are still alive. Plus, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. Stick around, Game On will be right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.
Join us as we honor local veterans with a special all-day broadcast. Starting at 9 a.m., the Community Media Center will feature interviews with local veterans.
You have a duffel bag on your back and your front, and you get the drill sergeant yelling at you. I remember thinking, what did I get myself into?
But you got a Navy Cross.
Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to get the Navy Cross.
My father volunteered for Vietnam at 18, and he served in uniform for 42 years. We'll actually be burying him in Arlington next month.
They offered me the choice to learn either Russian, Persian Farsi, which is the language of Iran, or Arabic. And I chose the Persian Farsi language because of all the conflict going on at the time.
In some respects, I'm the same guy that joined the Navy in 1979, but I'm a different guy as well.
Hear these and other stories from Carroll County service members on our special Veterans Day broadcast on November 11th.
Welcome back. Let's get into some more Carroll County fall high school sports. Let's check in with boys soccer, where Carroll County had a pair of teams from the southern end trying to make it to the state finals in their classifications. We'll take a look at the state tournament brackets and show you Class 2A first, where Century was gunning to get back to the finals for the second time in as many seasons, but Parkside prevailed and the Knights saw their season end with a 14-4 record. Now over to Class 1A, with Liberty blanking Hartford Tech to reach a championship game for the first time since 2010. It'll be the Lions taking on Brunswick on Saturday night at 7:30 at Loyola. Now let's see how they got there when they faced the Cobras last week in the state semifinals. Liberty and Hartford Tech faced off Friday, November 8th in the Class 1A boys soccer state semifinals, with the Lions looking to avenge their state tournament loss to the Cobras from 2023. Hartford Tech gets off a long kick. Liberty goalie Jackson Vanderhoof will make a save any way he can. We're scoreless in the first half. Liberty has a free kick here, and Lucas Brito sends it into the box, where Austin Veach puts it into the net to give the Lions the lead with less than 8 minutes to go in the half. Another free kick, and Britos is there to serve the ball toward the goal. Veach cleans up a loose ball, and it's another goal for the Lions. They lead 2-0 at the break. Now it's Britos' turn to look for a shot, and he makes his moves pay off. The ball stays inside the far post, and Liberty leads Hartford Tech by 3. more than enough offense this time around. Final score is Lions 3, Cobras 0, and Liberty is one win away from its first state crown since 2005. Scoring leaders time now for boys soccer, and Lucas Britos has eclipsed 60 points on the season. 3 from Liberty, 2 from South Carroll, and 2 from Century on the leaderboard. All right, over to girls soccer now and the updated state playoff brackets. Again, we start with Class 2A, and you can see Century coming up just short in the semifinals. The Knights lost a tough one in penalty kicks, and they finished the season 12-3-1. That was Century's first loss since September 10th. And now over to Class 1A, where it's Liberty taking on Mardella for the state final on Saturday at 5 p.m., also at Loyola. The Lions have one state crown in their history, and it came way back in 1996. Let's see how they got to this point with that convincing win over Northern Garrett. Liberty faced Northern Garrett on Friday, November 8th in the Class 1A girls soccer state semifinals, with the Lions back in a Final Four for the first time in 28 years. Liberty strikes early on a corner kick. Hannah DeVincent sends it in, and Adrian Petrosky heads it home. Lions 1, Huskies 0. Petrosky gets a pass from the far side and walls off a defender for this shot, and it's another Lions goal. Northern trails by 3 when Emma Hostetler gets a 1v1 chance and puts it away. The Huskies get on the board. It's 3-1 at halftime. Second half now, and DeVincent sends in another corner kick. Aaron Martin heads it first, and Bryce Sarver heads it next into the net. Lions 4, Huskies 1. Liberty pouring it on in the state semifinal. Petrosky gets past a defender into the box, and it's going to be her third goal of the game. And the Lions are making plans for a state championship appearance. Final score is Liberty 6, Northern Garrett 1. The Lions are one win away from their first state title since 1996. Now we can see the girls soccer scoring leaders, and what a year for Liberty's Hannah DeVincent. Tops in the county in goals and assists, and she's got some company with some of her Lions teammates. We stopped by Western Regional Park earlier in the week to talk to Liberty girls coach Danielle Preetz and Liberty boys coach Donnie Quaidar as their teams are getting prepared for one more soccer game this season. And both of them are one win away from state glory. Liberty has a chance to bring home boys and girls soccer state championships on the same evening, as the Lions are playing for 2 Class 1A titles November 16th at Loyola, Maryland's Ridley Athletic Complex in Baltimore. First up, the girls team takes on Mardella at 5 p.m., and the boys face Brunswick at 7:30. Liberty's girls take a 6-game win streak into the championship game, and the Lions are one win away from their first state title since 1996. Danielle Preetz is finishing her 10th season as coach, and she says her squad is ready to face the opponents from Wacomico County on the Eastern Shore.
Emotions run high when you finally get to that position to be in a state title game. It means a lot to me just because I was a player in Carroll County once. To be able to, at that time we didn't have Century, so our rival was Liberty, and to thought one day that I'd be coaching at Liberty is kind of amazing. So for us, and to be able to be there and to have this accomplishment after 28 years, it means a lot to our school, the community, to these girls, and it's just exciting. Liberty got past Northern Garrett 6-1 in the state semifinals, and the Lions faced a Mardella team that knocked out top seed Brunswick 1-0 on the other side of the bracket. Mardella fell short in the semifinals a year ago, and Liberty bowed out in the quarterfinals. But this season has been one of redemption for a Lions roster that features 14 seniors. Being senior leadership heavy, it does help with each game that we prepare for, and they step in and take a role as in it's just another game. Once they step on the field, the nerves will be out and they'll start playing soccer. Liberty's boys team, just like the girls,
head into the state finals with 1 loss on the season. The Lions take on a Brunswick team that took out the top seed, Mountain Ridge, 2-1 in the semifinals. Liberty defeated Hartford Tech in the state semis after losing to the Cobras in 2023. And that has Coach Donnie Quaidar and his side eager to finish the fall with 1 more victory.
I think they're ready to go. And for us, though, it's just another game because I can't treat it any differently than have a different approach each week. I mean, obviously, we've been doing something right. We're 15-1, and I think we've done a good job all season long. We've had a fairly tough schedule, and just gonna keep going the way we're going. Can't make too many changes right now, but be prepared.
Liberty has allowed 11 goals all season, and only twice have the Lions given up 2 goals in a game. They head into the state final with back-to-back state tournament shutouts after beating Hartford Tech 3-0 in the semifinals. Quaidar says the Lions won't tweak too many things before they take the field at Loyola, with a chance to earn the program's first championship since 2005. Liberty has to do its job, says the coach, to get the win Saturday night.
We're playing a very good team, and I've watched a lot of film on them, and I think that they're a great program, and but we got to do what's in front of us.
Good luck to both Liberty soccer teams in their quest to finish the season on top. And a reminder, we'll have highlights from both state finals in the coming days, so be on the lookout for those. Field hockey wrapped up its season last weekend. Let's take a look at the state playoff brackets that featured Carroll County teams. In Class 1A, Francis Scott Key lost to Patuxent in the state semifinals in overtime, but Pocomoke won the championship for the 22nd time in school history. That's the second most field hockey titles in MPSSAA history. Over in Class 3A, Westminster got back to the state final for the first time since 2019, but the Owls came up short in their quest for an 11th championship. Severna Park prevailed for the 26th time. That's the most for any MPSSAA team. And in Class 2A, it was a success for Manchester Valley. The Mavericks got past Glenelg and kept the Gladiators from winning a 4th straight state championship. The Mavericks finished the season at 17-0 under coach Deneen Kuntz and won the program's first state title after getting to the final in 2022 and losing to Glenelg. Amanda Harold scored 2 goals and Barbara Guest dished out 2 assists in that 5-3 win. Congrats to Man Valley for its unbeaten 2024 season. Well done. All right, time for the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. We head down to Liberty and check out a girls soccer standout who has her team 1 win away from ending a very long state title drought. Let's find out who it is. All right, this week's CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Hannah DeVincent, Liberty girls soccer. 1 win away now, Hannah, from a state championship. First things first, 3 assists in the game the other day against Northern Garrett. I know Adrian Petrowski scored 3 goals for you guys. What was the feeling like to get past that round? I know that was a round you guys have been looking forward to sort of getting past, and it was a full team effort, but obviously, what was the feeling like?
I mean, it was a really good feeling. I mean, we all knew going into the game it was going to be, we were playing a tough team. I mean, we're in states now, and I think we all just had that mentality that we're all going to go after it, and I think that showed on the field. I mean, it was 6-1. Our keeper, our defense, we all did a great job at playing our part, really shutting down their offense, and obviously scoring 6 goals. I think everyone contributed to that, no matter what type of goal we scored all different type of goals, and I think that really showed in the game. Yeah, it was well-rounded, and everyone knows that you can put the ball in the net, and obviously you can hand out assists. You have the ball on your foot a lot, direct kicks in the corners and all that. I feel like you can correct me, but it seems like assists would make you more happy almost. And obviously scoring goals are great, but when you can help your teammates score, it makes the team that much more dangerous. It's got to make you feel pretty good as one of the leaders on the team. Yeah. How much do you work on just being that extra pass, giving the extra look down the field? Because again, I know you can score, but I would think you work pretty hard on trying to be a good assist as well. Yeah, I mean, obviously as a team, we know that we want to gift each other goals, and they want to gift me goals. And I think one of my biggest goals this year was to get even more assists than I did last year. Right. And I think everyone's done a great job of obviously playing the ball through is partly on me, but obviously the finish is a team effort, and I think that really shows. I mean, we've done a great job of finishing set pieces and just finishing through balls and everything like that, and I think that really showed. You're 1 win away. The last time Liberty got this far was 1996, so long before you were, I think you were around, or at least a little bit before you were around. But hey, I mean, what's the feeling going to be like when you guys hit the field at Loyola? Carroll County does well on the stage. The Century boys got there last year. Century girls won it. Liberty boys are there too.
And you guys get a chance to end a long drought. What's that going to be like just to get on the field one more time for a chance to win a state title?
I mean, I think we're all really excited. We're all definitely really hyped for that. And I think we all just know that going to this game, that especially because a lot of our players are seniors, I think we know this could be a lot of our last time playing soccer. And I think we all just had the mentality that we want to win, and we want to win not just for us, but for the school.
Well, congrats on a great game last week. Good luck this week. It's Hannah DeVincent, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes Bollinger Insurance and by Raising Cane's.
Congrats to Hannah DeVincent, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and a look at all of our fall sports winners so far. Hard to believe the season is almost over. And that will do it for this episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. A reminder, we have a special football playoff highlight show on tap for you this Friday night at 10 p.m. Join me in our CMSportsNet studio as we recap the 3 games that involve Carroll County teams, FSK Middletown, Liberty Williamsport, and Westminster Linganore. And don't forget, we're doing our best to have highlights from the Liberty boys and Liberty girls soccer teams as they play for Class 1A state championships on Saturday at Loyola Maryland's Ridley Athletic Complex. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. You can watch us on cable channel HD 1072, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at CMSportsNet Action. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.